guys, and welcome back to my channel. It is your girl, the real Tia. And we are here today with another video. Of course, today is Sunday, so you know on Sundays I do wine with me's. It's really supposed to be like a little podcast type of vibe, but we're slowly working on it right there. I don't have any wine with me today. Because I am in a different location, as you guys can see, and I wasn't able to get any wine yesterday. And today, since it's Easter Sunday, stores have closed so early I didn't even think like, oh my gosh, the wine. But I did have an interesting topic for you guys today. So I was like, screw the wine. I'm gonna just talk to you guys anyway and still get a video out for you guys. As you can see from the title of this video, today the topic will be knowing your reality. And I actually had a friend of mine. I was like, I have a list of topics that I want to talk about that's been on my mind. And my best friend had chose this topic, and he was like, this is a real important topic, which I agree. So we're just going to talk about it, okay? Knowing your reality. And when I say knowing your reality, I mean like knowing your life and your situation for real. I feel like nowadays, especially, due to social media and things of that nature, it is so easy to get caught up in other people's lives or other people's realities, or just get caught up in a bunch of fugazi. You understand what I'm saying? Just a bunch of fake stuff, fake lifestyles. And it's like, if you don't know your reality, you can't even take accountability for yourself or for your actions or for anything that's going on around you, because you're not in tune with what's really going on. And I feel like that's extremely important. The only way you can really truly elevate your life and go places go to the places that you want to go, or maybe you want to have a different mindset. A lot of times it's really just a different lifestyle people want to have, but having a different lifestyle comes with having a different mindset. Like the mindset that you have right now and the lifestyle that you want, you cannot be the same person you are today and expect to have that lifestyle, because it's just not going to work. That lifestyle, a different type of lifestyle, needs a different type of mindset. Whether it's living in the riches and having the nicest car, the nicest house, and all the chains and jewelry and all that great stuff you see on Instagram, or it could even just living comfortably. Maybe you'll be the first person in your family to graduate from college, or maybe you'll be the first person in your family to really own a home, or it can go as little down as to having a car. Like maybe you'll be the first person in your family to have a car. Like you never know the circumstances of what people go through in life, and certain things that certain things that might seem normal, and it's like, what do you mean the first person in the family to have a car? And it's like, little do you know that there's certain situations that is really the circumstance. Like no one in their family has ever owned a car. Maybe they never owned a house, or whatever it is, like, is who are we to judge? At the end of the day, like, to have certain things that you want in life, or to just be certain places where you want to be, you have to have a different mindset. And to have a different mindset, you have to first foremost know what the issue is and address the issue and take accountability for it. Because at the end of the day, regardless of what happens in your life, it is your fault. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, it is 100% on you. You understand what I'm saying? And from that comes from knowing your reality. You have to know where you stand in your life for real, financially, emotionally, and mentally. A lot of times, us as human beings, we will lie to ourselves. And when I say lie to ourselves, I mean lie to ourselves down to the T, to the point where you actually believe your lies, but subconsciously, you know that it's a lie. And it's so scary how the mind works, because you can literally get yourself to believe a lie that you have made up. I've had a lie that I've kind of winged out throughout my whole high school years. I ain't gonna talk about it. But it got to the point where, girl, I really started to believe my little lie that I had, or whatever it is to be. It's not nothing crazy or too major, but it was a little lie that I had, or whatever. Okay? And it was like, in the reality of things, though, like, it was a lie, okay? I just got myself to believe that lie. And because I got myself to believe that lie, I wasn't able to elevate in high school the way that I should have. Let's just say that. I graduated, things of that nature, but unless y'all know the lie, y'all not gonna understand it. So I'm not even gonna get into that. I know y'all like, girl, what's the point of even telling us? But that's the point I'm trying to make, right? Like, Like sometimes I would lie probably about a grade that I've had and probably, like really go around saying that I had a certain grade or whatever the case may be. And the reality is that I did not, okay? And a lot of times when we lie to ourselves and make it seem as if like, our lifestyle is one way that it's not, or, maybe you lie on your resume, or even though, it's not that, it's deep, but it's not that deep. It's something that everyone does these days. Maybe you lie. I don't know. Maybe you could lie about, I've been seeing people lie about a lot of things on Instagram. Okay, and a lot of times when we do make up lies about our lifestyle or not having a certain amount, like a lot of times when we do make up a lie about our lifestyles, like having a certain amount of money, or maybe having a certain type of car, maybe having a certain type of house, or living a certain type of way, it's because in reality you are really ashamed about how you live. You are ashamed about how you live. You are ashamed about your failures, and just things of that nature. And it's like, unless you really come to terms with what that is and really take accountability for that and knowing your true reality and where you really stand with yourself, you can never fix a problem that you're sitting there lying about that you feel like you don't have, but in all actuality, you have a problem. You understand what I'm saying? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? People lie to themselves all day that they don't have time. 24/7. I think that's the biggest thing I've heard when I hear people say like, oh, I want to do this, but I don't have the time. Like, I want to read books, but I don't have the time. I want to start a business, but I don't have the time. I want to start a podcast, but I don't have the time. Like, they just want to do so many different things, and the biggest narrative is they don't have time. But I guarantee you, like, if you sit down with these people for 24 hours a day, you can find little spaces in between where they had the time to do something that was really beneficial to their lives, and they chose not to. They probably chose to sit on their phone, probably chose to take a nap, probably chose to watch a TV. Like, the amount of hours. I mean, don't get me wrong. When I find a show, because I'm not really a huge TV watcher, but if I find a show that I really watch, I have to binge watch it until the whole season is over. So yeah, and that's something that I have within myself that I know is kind of an issue, because it's like you're spending hours watching TV, sitting down, even though, I do take the time out to read. I take the time out to listen to podcasts and things of that nature, things that are positive to me. But at the same time, I'll be nipping myself in the butt like, okay, yes, you have been doing all these positive things, but keep doing them. Don't ever give too much of your time to Netflix or your phone and stuff like that, because you feel like you have done enough when you are not where you want to be yet. So it's never such thing as enough. Like, that's what I have to tell myself constantly. Like, there's no such thing as breaks. I mean, yes, of course, take care of yourself. Make sure that you're healthy. Like, you don't want to overwork yourself. You don't want to burn yourself out. Yes, probably take a day or two to like really take care of yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, and if you are spiritually as well. But at the same time, don't get too carried away with telling yourself that, oh, you have done all these great things, when in all actuality, if you're not where you want to be yet, you haven't done enough. That's just how I see it. Like, you will have a person, like I've just heard recently, like they could try to lose weight for months. As soon as they lose 5 pounds, they're not even at their official goal yet. But as soon as they lose 5 pounds, they're like, oh girl, I deserve a soda. Oh girl, I deserve a cookie. I deserve a snack. And it's like, all you did was lose 5 pounds. You have 35 more pounds to go. Let's be honest with ourselves. But that's the things people tell themselves to make themselves feel comfortable with the things that they do when they know that they're wrong. But in reality, they fill themselves up with these lies so that they can lay back and just get a little cheat day. And it's like, in actuality, like, you shouldn't tell yourself that. You need to truly live in your reality and nip yourself in the butt like, hey, you haven't even done shit yet. You haven't even got anywhere yet. For real. So there's no reason why you're sitting here telling yourself that because you lost 5 pounds, you deserve a cookie. You don't deserve shit. Because, in the reality is that you should have been disciplined enough to not get yourself to the point where now you have to derail back on eating snacks and things of that nature. Like, when it comes to weight, it's a discipline thing. No, I feel like it really is. Yes, sometimes it can be genetics, of course, but even from that standpoint, sometimes like it's a discipline thing. If you know you want better in your life, whether it's with health or maybe with your mindset, whatever the case may be, like whatever you want in life, if you know that there's certain things that you need to do that needs to get done, it needs to be done consistently in order to get to where you need to be. You need to be disciplined. You need to be consistent about it. And if you're not, that's an issue that you need to, figure out with yourself. Like, sit down with yourself like, hey, I'm pretty sure a lot of us do days we talk to ourselves. Talk to yourself and talk to yourself in a positive but constructive way. Like, you need to get your shit together. Period. Okay, like I said, when I see myself watching Netflix for too long, sitting on my ass, I'm like, no. You need to cut this out. Go to the gym or something. While you at the gym, listen to a good podcast. Write down some great ideas for content. Right now, my main focus is literally YouTube. If you haven't figured that out by now, I don't know. Okay? Is it not obvious that my main focus right now is YouTube? It should be very obvious, even though I have a million other things that I want to do. But I feel like YouTube right now is just like really the best way for me to go with everything that I want to do. And for me, knowing that, me getting into my reality, because there was a lot of things that I was doing that I felt that were right but were wrong. And it takes a lot of reflecting, and it takes a lot of being honest with yourself. And a lot of times, y'all can't even be honest with other people. It's just no way in hell y'all can be honest with yourselves. And tell yourselves when you're wrong, Tell yourselves when you're falling off on your shit. Tell yourself when you're full of bullshit, when you're filling your head up with lies. Like, and a lot of that comes with knowing your reality. Even when it comes to this social media thing, like, I Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, even though I don't use Facebook, but like Snapchat and stuff, it's really a love and hate for me with social media, which is crazy because I'm doing YouTube. But even when it comes to Instagram, like, you guys will allow yourselves to post things, having your lifestyle looking a certain way on your story feed, knowing for sure that that's not who you are. Knowing for sure that you're posting things that you don't really stand for, that you don't live by. Knowing for sure that you're posting things that you really don't have, and just having people think that things are peaches and cream with you and things of that nature. And it's like, the reality is that it's not. And I feel like a lot of times with us as human beings, like, no one should even have to explain that to you, that Instagram is just a facade, because from human to human, you should know that everyone goes through things at the end of the day. Everyone is human. The same way, if I cut you, you bleed, you cut me, nigga, I'm gonna bleed. Okay? No one should have to explain this to, and I get it. It's like really a mental thing. It's hard to see things and not believe, like, oh damn, well, they must be doing great. But I promise you, a lot of times you meet people in real life and it's really not what you think it is. So, like, even with knowing, not even just knowing your reality, but just knowing reality, period. Don't even let things get to you. I feel like a lot of times, as a human, you'll see someone else that is your age, or maybe has come from where you have came from, and maybe they seem to be doing better, or whatever the case may be. And you would just think to yourself, like, damn, like, what are they doing differently than I am? And you would just start to mentally compare yourself, just easily compare yourself from your reality, from what your reality actually is versus what they're posting on Instagram. And you shouldn't do that, because as we all know, what get posted on Instagram is things that people want you to see, period. I know people personally, y'all. Personally, love them to death. Don't get me wrong, I'm not here to bash anyone. I know people personally, y'all, who I will literally see them post one thing and look like they're doing something, but I was just on the phone with them and they're not. That looks like a shot at this person, but I'm not even talking about you, but you too, because they watch my channel and stuff. But like, I would see people posting about them having certain things or doing certain things, and the reality is that they're not. So don't even sweat yourself. Like, people be on social media acting and flaunting like they got it all and everything is all put together, and you call them, it's a whole different story, So not just knowing your reality, but just knowing reality, period. And that's it. just know reality, because when you know reality, you are more likely to do things and get things done and just better yourself, because when you know your reality and you see certain things that you don't like, that you know for sure you want to change, and if you're very, 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 very serious about it, like if it's one thing about me, I'm so passionate about my future, it's insane. Once you have that mindset, it's like, it's impossible for people to manipulate you. Like the whole social media thing, posting what you want people to see and have people thinking that you live a certain type of lifestyle, which you really don't. Like, it's a manipulation. It will be easier to not be manipulated, and it will be easier to just live in your truth and be yourself and just really be happier with who you are, you know, and what you have going on. And like I said, when you know what you don't like in your life or in your reality or maybe in your environment, whatever it is, and you know for sure you want to change it, and you go out your way to find out ways on how to change it. And there's so many different ways to do that. And not only do you find out this information, but then you apply it to your life every single day and be disciplined about it and be consistent, because you are that serious. I promise you, things get better. But things cannot get better if you just fill yourself up with lies all day. Fill your head up with lies, thinking that you're living some type of way, or, you know, just doing things to probably impress others. And like, you know, just stay true to your reality and just stay true to yourself. And this is coming from a person who for a long time, I don't think I ever spoke on this, but for a long time when I was growing up, it was hard for me to stay true to myself. It really was, because I was always trying to fit into someone else's space or fit into someone else's corner. And I'm only 20 years old, y'all. So when I say younger, I mean like this is middle school age. It's middle school days. And I just remember, or elementary school really. And I just remember like always trying to fit in, you know, always wanting people to accept me. So I would see how they are and I would try to adjust myself to how they are, to maybe that they will accept me more. And the reality is that if people don't accept you for truly who you are, then they don't need to be around you. Now that I'm older and I really live more into my truth and I am who I am, it's either you take it or you leave it, I'm more happy with myself, because I'm not fixating myself to be around other people or, you know, fit into whatever they got going on. A lot of times what you try to fit into ain't even all that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, the people that I was trying to fit into, y'all, and trying to like be so cool with and be friends with, these days now, like, are not girls that I would want to affiliate myself with. Sorry, not sorry, but it is what it is, you know? Like, I love me 100% for who I am. You know, things are not always the greatest, but I love my life. I love my reality. I love my truth, because this is me. This is my story. And it's, you know, like when I do, you know, get places and get to where I want to be and really, you know, start checking off those big goals, it's going to be times like this of things that I've been going through that is just going to remind me how strong I am. And that if I can get through certain things, then I can get through just about anything, as long as I keep my head on right, you know, and I keep my head up high, and I keep praying, and I just stay confident within myself. But knowing it really just all starts with knowing your reality, is taking accountability for yourself and in your actions and the things that are around you. For sure. I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. It is Easter Sunday. So I hope you guys are with your family, your friends, your loved ones, and just have an amazing time eating amazing food. Easter, I usually am with my family. Here's my dog. Perfect timing that you're here now, because I'm about to cut the video off anyway. Usually I am with my family. Not this year, obviously, as you can see. I'm away for a while. Oh, yeah. You had a good time outside? Okay. I see you guys next Sunday. I am vlogging, so I have a vlog coming out this week. But like I said, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. The sun is going down too, so as you can see, my little glow is starting to go. But I love you guys always. Thank you for tuning in, like I said, for the 1,000th time. Make sure you guys like, comment, of course, subscribe, because it would mean a lot to me. And like I said before on one of my videos, if you guys ever need something or ever need anything, I don't know if anybody can help anyone out, big or small, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. My Instagram is always in the bio, in the description box, I mean. So of course, follow me on Instagram. Don't be afraid to DM me if you ever need someone to talk to or ever need advice or anything. I'm here. I don't bite, you know. And I will see you guys next time. Okay? Happy Sunday.